Okay, so again, I want you to see this sort of pattern that's being developed here. I mean, the idea that rapid brain delivery is what actually spurs addiction, dependence, abuse. By eating the coca leaves, I mean, this is orally administered. It's a smaller, amount that's going to be delivered. It's going to take longer for it to reach the brain. Now, there may be other, influences, like if people are eating along with the coca leaves, it'll slow the passage of the drug into the bloodstream and reduce the amount that actually reaches the central nervous system. And even with Freud and others, when they were, drinking, orally administering, cocaine, there was a certain, it was popular, but there wasn't this explosion of, use of this substance. And there's a question as to how, dependent or how much abuse was actually occurring. I mean, obviously, orally administered drugs like alcohol can be abused. But from the 1920s to the 1970s, there was relatively limited use of cocaine. But your book describes how in the 1970s there was this sort of dramatic increase in the use of cocaine, and it was due to new methods of cocaine administration, sort of snorting it, right, and also injecting it. And this will deliver a significantly greater, concentration of the drug in a much more rapid, period of time, much more rapidly. And both of these factors can influence, the increased exposure. They can influence the development of dependence and abuse. There was a second increase due to smoking, which is even faster, is at least as fast as injection. Basically, the crack cocaine, the freebase form of cocaine, and so another huge increase in individuals who were dependent upon the drug. So extremely rapid drug delivery to the brain increases the risk of addiction, increases the risk of dependence and abuse. Part of it is the behavior necessary to produce such a rapid, euphoria and sense of pleasure is simple. I mean, it's not hard to smoke and inhale, and so the brain becomes sort of, will shift its network connections to seek out that form of behavior and stimuli that are associated with obtaining that injection again, because it's a very powerful, motivating, and incentivizing kind of an experience to have.